That's what I was told.
Okay. Well, the furniture in here, Vicky's the expert, so she should really be here, but she's probably talking about recipes. There she is. Vicky's quite the cook. Tell about the furniture real quick, Vicky. And
Well, Mr. Brown, I wanted him to confirm, there's a Mr. Brown. I wanted to confirm because when we were here, when we were up here looking at everything, it's my understanding that some of the furniture was at Liberty Hall. And I think it probably came over because Knox Brown Sr. would have come over from Liberty Hall and he brought some furniture with him. And then some of it came from the Blue Wings steamboat, some of the furniture. Because it was a luxury steamboat. It was the first luxury steamboat to go from Louisville, Kentucky, up the Kentucky River to Lexington and then on up to Cincinnati. It was quite the thing. It's my understanding these came, make sure I'm telling people correctly, Mr. Brown. These settees were from Liberty Hall, is that correct?
I think so.
Well, I'm going to tell them you think so. And
They were here when my first memory of they were here.
And we tried to kind of put this room back because of the furniture that was left. We tried to put it back the way it was and you can probably see it here. This was the article that was written in 1952 in the Courier Journal magazine.
this is what you saw yesterday downtown in the scrapbook that Liberty Hall had. This is the article. And yeah, that's the cover right there.
Here's the cover.
That's outside.
And I think you had a wonderful herd of Hereford cattle.
Yeah,
The best story in that article was regarding that piano. I think there's a picture of Mary Jane when she was young and getting married at the piano.
No, she wasn't getting married. Here she is.
Oh, she's just young.
She's just young.
Okay. Yeah, there's Mary Jane at the piano. But the story of the piano, it's a Myers from Philadelphia, and it was first brought to Louisville, Kentucky, and there was a fellow once upon a time that was a big showman, P.T. Barnum, and there was a woman named Jenny Lynn, and
Swedish lady girl.
so she was a singer that was supposed to be the best, and P.T. Barnum hired her along with a whole bunch of other folks to come in and perform and make a lot of money going around the country. So when she got to Louisville, it was supposed to be for 2 nights. There were other people in the crew that P.T. Barnum had hired. One of them was a young songwriter, and he wasn't really well known, but he had written a song that Jenny Lynn performed for the first time in Louisville, and that piano was used, and the name of the song was My Old Kentucky Home, and it was Stephen Foster. And so somehow or another, this would have been in 1851, so I guess maybe the Pointers purchased it. I don't know.
I just knew that it was played by Jenny Lynn.
Yeah.
And how it got here.
But she performed in Louisville around 1851, and somehow the family acquired it, and there it is. So there's and this is a Franklin stove here. I don't know that it works, but that's where we are.
Now, Hamilton Tapp, who did a lot of stored books on old Kentucky homes, I found 2 or 3 of his notes that he wrote to Mrs. Brown, thanking her for the opportunity to come here and stay, and he really commended her on her Blue Wing lamps and on her Franklin stove. So, and then I don't know if you had a chance to tell them about that.
Well, why don't we move outside?
John Rowland or
Let's move
you
outside.
don't go upstairs.
Well, it's kind of hot, and some people might want to eat.